It is time.
Are you ready, kids? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The greatest.
Hello?
I have just one question for you. Are you ready?
Am I ready for what? Who's this?
Are you ready for this Sunday night?
With this, I'm declaring the 2024 season of Pomeroy's Finest Fantasy Football League officially open. First off, I would like to congratulate Max on beating me in the championship, which brings me down to only 50% in championship games. Beating me is statistically very rare, so I'd like to commend you, Max, on doing such a feat. In not only one game, but the most important game of the year. So here's to you, Max. You earned it. Enjoy the Blue Yummy for a year. 1 year. So I promise you, I will not get second again this year. I will not blow it in the championship after one of the best teams this league has ever seen, or poetically lose as a villain in a David versus Goliath battle to someone who shouldn't have even been in the championship match. Absolutely a promise that I will not get second this year. I don't know where I'll end up, but it won't be second. It also won't be last. As we all know, I don't get last. Just a reminder, upon receiving the trophy Blue Yummy, you have to shotgun a Keystone Light upon receiving it and post it to the group chat. Failure to do so will result in having to cross another punishment off of the list picked by us, the league. I added the win-loss percentage from last year to the total win-loss percentage that I showed you guys last year, just for funsies. And so you can see how much the gap from first to second has grown. We're also going to do a lottery draft similar to last year, with the one small tweak of it actually fucking working right this time. This is going to take place
This Sunday night!
at 5 o'clock. I will be streaming it on my Twitch again, so kick your feet up, grab some popcorn, and get ready for 4 hours of the best goddamn elevator music you ever heard in your fucking life. Now, I'm going to clear the white elephant in the room, which is kind of racist now that you think about it. Once and for all, I'm gonna bury the hatchet, alright? There's been a lot of discourse over a certain matter that has taken place in the past year. To do this, though, there needs to be an unbiased, official third party to make a judgment on the situation. Therefore, I would like to bring in our now official rules analyst, a new addition to Pomeroy's Finest Fantasy Football League, and get their 100% honest, unbiased opinion. Without further ado, take it away, Dean.
Hello, everyone. Dean Blandino from Fox Sports, former Senior Vice President of Officiating for the National Football League, current college and NFL rules analyst for Fox Sports broadcasts. And I'm here to address the allegations. As stated in Section 10.2.b, it is every team owner's job to keep themselves updated on the rules. There was a notification sent out by your wonderful league commissioner, as is directed in Section 10.0.e. All projected scores were only deviated 1.2 to 1.8 total points per game across all positions that were adjusted. The QB pass completion ratio does what the commissioner was trying to do at the beginning, before most of you were even in the league, and makes a non-point differential at average completion accuracy while rewarding above average passing accuracy and punishing below average accuracy games. I'll let that sink in for some of you that are a little slower than the rest of us. Offenses across the NFL had a historically bad first half of the season, as there were so many new head coaches rookie new quarterbacks leading the offense, which in turn made the defenses score far more points than anticipated, even for standard scoring leagues. This led to drastically higher ceilings than anticipated for defenses, while the floors and averages were tilted minimally as stated. Generally, there is only a 3.5% chance that a game will have a shutout. Therefore, it's only a small chance of the ceiling being reached during the year. As I said, last year was an exception. Adding 1 point extra to 60-yard field goals doesn't change the outcome much when it hasn't even happened 35 times in the existence of the NFL. If anything, a feat like that should be rewarded more than an extra 1 point. Your beautiful, big-dicked commissioner has drafted a kicker and a defense at the average of rounds 7.9 and 9.2 respectively over the last 5 years. Our records show the current changes did nothing to influence his picking order in the slightest. He's just a genius, which has led to that incredible winning percentage that towers over everyone else's in the league. I'll let that sink in, especially the word genius. What made unanswered prayers so good last year was not the kicker or the defense. It never does. But his quadruple tandem backfield of Jalen Hurts and not one, not two, but 3 RB1s, which deserves recognition. The point gap between Travis Kelce and the majority of other tight ends was certainly a factor too. 4 different people had better kickers and defenses than he did come season end. I understand that it may be quite a little frustrating to know you allowed such an incredibly smart man to have drafted such an incredibly great team, but making up excuses that are both illogical and unbased is just sad. You're all better than that and should be ashamed of yourselves. I'll let that sink in. Ashamed of yourselves. There have been updates to league rules every year since inauguration, and no one cared, let alone acted like it was game-breaking. The small tweaks and adjustments throughout the years were illogically compounded and unfairly contrasted against standard scoring leagues this year, as if previous years mirrored performance of the latter. In conclusion, just like the laws in this great country we all live in, it is the rulemaker's job to announce amendments, and it is your job to know the rules and legislation. It is public knowledge, as you all have the tools to research yourself. You all should be ashamed of yourself for harassing such an intelligent and hardworking man as much as you have. Season in and season out, he works for the betterment of the league. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you.
Thank you, Dean. I'm glad you could help us resolve that. Surely it will never be brought up again. Moving forward, after reviewing previous conversations and requests, and being the just leader that I am, I have decided to ask your opinion on said emendations to certain rules and laws that you have brought up within the past year. A few of those include defenses having a parallel for negative points as a plus that they do for positive points. Negative points for 50-plus yard field goals missed by kickers. Tight ends getting points for targets. Being able to put kickers and defenses on the flex. This would have to coincide with the approval of dropping the negative points for defenses for yards and points. I will be making polls for all of these soon after this video drops, so everybody can get their opinion and say in on each of the matters, as a just ruler should. Our loser of the year was thankfully Mitch. However, he took the coward's way out and chose CJ's totally lame and boring ass punishment, which I knew was going to get picked first, of paying the winner's fee next year, which just so happens to be his brother. This brings our new punishment board to look like this. We're very close to a bingo, and by very close, I mean 2 spots closer than we were last year. Same with Mitch. He needs to submit the proof of him doing the punishment before the season starts, or else we get to pick a punishment that he does. This year we are going to keep the same buy-in, $100. You know how to get it to me. You know when to get it to me. I expect it. I'm going to the casino soon. And as always,
Let's have a good one. Good luck, Godspeed, and remember, don't let Joel win. Thank you very much.
forgot to officially talk about the draft, and I had this all edited, and I really did not want to go back through and do all that stuff. So, September 3rd, let's go 6:30. Sounds like a good time. Fun fact, we actually had it at September 3rd last year at 6 o'clock. Maybe we just have it at September 3rd next year in person. Why don't we just schedule that right in right now? Just a thought.